Hello dear students, myself is Dr. Pinke Suttaria, working as an assistant professor at Department of Chemistry, Bhavans College, Dakur. So we have started our US 03, that is CCHE 21 paper of inorganic chemistry, in which we have started unit number 4, that is a metal carbonyl. Okay, so far we have studied metal carbonyl, that is the introduction of metal carbonyl. Then after we have studied about the 18 electron rule and EAN. Then after preparation of metal carbonyl, how we can prepare a metal carbonyl. Then we have studied about the, that is NiCO4, then after FeCO5, then after CrCO6, and last lecture we have learned about the Mn2CO10. So far we have studied this much of topic of metal carbonyl. Now in today's lecture we will be studying about the next structure, that is CO2CO8. Now this CO2CO8, that is known as dicobalt octacarbonyl. Now let us write down this thing, that is dicobalt, okay, octacarbonyl. Okay, so that is the nomenclature of this CO2CO8. You just have to remember that this is a cobalt and this is the carbonyl. Now suppose if I want to calculate, suppose if I want to calculate the 18 electron for this compound, what I have to do? I have to convert this structure into COCO4. Okay, then I have to calculate the 18 electron rule. Okay, now CO, that is having a structure that is 27 number, so we can have a 4s2 3d7. Okay, so there are total 9 electrons that are present in the outermost orbital of the cobalt, so I can write down over here 9. Okay, here 1 CO can donate a 2 electron, so 4 CO can donate a 4 into 2, that will be the 8 electron. So here we can have a 8 electron. So here we are having a 17 electron. So there might be possibility of metal-metal bond. Why there is a possibility of metal-metal bond? Because there is two metal present in a structure, that is cobalt. Okay, so now let us understand how we can calculate the metal-metal bond. So in our previous lecture I have given you one formula for the calculation of the metal-metal bond. How we can calculate? Suppose metal-metal bond, that is equal to the 18 into N, that is the metal atom. Here TVE, that is total valence electron, divided by 2. Okay, suppose if I want to calculate the CO2CO8 electron, so what should I have to do? I have to calculate the 7 electron from the outermost orbit of the total valence electron. First of all, let us calculate the total valence electron of this CO2CO8. So here I am having a 2 metal, okay, of cobalt. 1 cobalt will give us 7 plus 2 9 electron. 2 cobalt will give a 18 electron. Okay, so I have to write down 18. Then after 8 into 2, okay, 1 CO means 1 CO carbonyl group will give a 2 electron. So there are 8 CO group, so they will give us 16 electron. So total there will be 34 electron. Okay, so now that is the total valence electron. Suppose if I want to calculate over here, metal-metal bond is equal to 18. N, that is the number of metal. Okay, N, that is the number of metals. Okay, so here I am having 2 metal, so I can put down over here 2, here minus 34 divided by 2. So there will be 36 minus 34 divided by 2. So there will be 2 by 2. So there will be one metal-metal bond. Now this one metal-metal bond should be present theoretically in CO2CO8 structure. Okay, so that we have to calculate by this formula. This is the most important formula. Now this formula that has not been written in your book, you just have to follow this instruction, because whenever you are having in MSc level, you are having this type of formula, that is how to calculate the metal-metal bond. Okay, so in competitive examination they will also ask a question like this, they will give you one structure, and they will ask that what will be the metal bond in that structure. So you have to just apply this metal bond formula. Okay, now let us understand its preparation. Now how we can prepare CO2 CO8. Okay, how we can prepare CO2 8. Okay, so now in preparation, the first formula, that is reaction, we can call preparation. So by direct combination of cobalt with the cobalt metal atom, suppose if you are having a twice CO, okay, when I am reacting with the 8, that is carbonyl, that is the cobalt twice CO, that means cobalt. Here I am reacting with the carbonyl group under 200 degrees Celsius and 100 atmospheric pressure. So I can prepare a CO2. Here I am having CO8, that is CO2 CO8. Now that is the direct combination, or we can say direct reaction of the cobalt metal atom with the carbonyl group. Now that is another formula, how we can prepare this, by reacting with the COI2, or we can have a cobalt sulfide. Let us understand this formula also. Suppose if I am having a cobalt sulfide, okay, now when I am reacting with the carbonyl group in presence of the copper catalyst, okay, at 200 degrees Celsius temperature and 200 atmospheric pressure, so I can prepare CO2 CO8, okay, by removing of the twice Cu2 as copper sulfide. So now this is CO2 CO8. Now by that way you can also prepare a CO2 CO8, that is the dicobalt octacarbonyl. So that is our CO2 CO8. Now let us understand its properties. Okay, so second point we have to study in any structure, that is properties. First one, that is preparation, second one properties, and third one, that is structure. Okay, now this CO2 CO8, that is a orange brown crystalline substance. First of all, let us understand its physical property, that is orange brown crystalline substance. Okay, crystalline substance, orange brown crystalline substance, which is having a melting point nearly, that is 51 degrees Celsius. Now it is soluble in solubility. Okay, you just have to remember this thing also. Solubility, it is soluble in alcohol, second one that is ether, and third one that is CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride. Okay, another thing that is in property, you have to remember this thing, that when that it is decomposed, it decompose at 50 degrees Celsius in an inert atmosphere to give a tetradodecacarbonyl, that is CO4 CO12. Now let us understand by its reaction CO2 CO8. Okay, now when it decompose it at the 50 degrees Celsius, so it can produce, okay, I am writing again over here, that is when we are decomposing this reaction, that is CO2 CO8, okay, at 50 degrees Celsius, what will happen? So here we are having CO4 CO12, okay, by the removal of the 4CO. You just have to balance this reaction. Now third property, or what we can say, it is converted into the deep violet basic carbonate of cobalt on exposure in air. When we expose this compound into the air, okay, so it will convert it into the deep violet color. Okay, deep violet basic carbonate, that is deep violet basic carbonate, that is present. Okay, so this is the color change when we are reacting, or what we can say, when we are exposing this CO2 CO8 at what we guess in air. So in air exposure, that will convert it into the deep violet color. Okay, sorry, that is deep violet color. Okay, deep violet color. So now this is the properties of the CO2 CO8. Now next one, that is the, it is react with the hydrogen, or what we can say sodium what will be the product? Let us understand this also. So now let us take one more example, that is CO2 CO8. Okay, now when it is reacted with the sodium metal, what will be the product? At 165 degrees Celsius as well as 200 atmospheric pressure, here we will converted this molecule into the CO. Okay, CO4. Okay, CO4. Okay, and hydrogen plus, here zero oxidation state. So now this will converted into the CO4 hydrogen plus, that is zero oxidation state. Here you just have to remember that this CO2 CO8, that is converted into the COCO4. Okay, now this COCO4 we are having two times, so we can write down over here twice COCO4. Here H plus is nothing like this Na, which will give the Na plus electron. Okay, so Na plus positive charge, so we can put over here hydrogen plus. Okay, so here we are having COCO4 hydrogen plus. So that is the reaction properties, or what we can say the properties of the metal carbonyl of CO2 CO8 structure. Okay, now that is the most important thing in any structure, that we have to study about the structural property of any metal carbonyl. Here we are having structural properties of CO2 CO8. Okay, so when we are studying about the IR spectroscopy in TY BSc, or we can have a BSc SEM 5 chapter, you are having a IR spectroscopy. So this IR spectroscopy suggested that this CO2 CO8 is having a two isomeric form. Okay, one which is having a bridge carbonyl and another which is not having any bridge carbonyl. Okay, non-bridge carbonyl. So in this structure of bridge structure or non-bridge structure, what will be the hybridization? So in a bridge structure we are having a D2sp3 hybridization, and non-bridge structure, that is we are having a DsP3 hybridization. Okay, so in IR spectroscopy they are suggested that there are two possibility for two isomeric possibility of CO2 CO8. First one, that is the bridge structure, and second one, that is the non-bridge structure. Now let us understand how we can draw the structure of bridge structure as well as the non-bridge structure. So now let us draw the structure of cobalt. Now cobalt, as we know, the cobalt which is having a 27 number, so I am writing over here Ar, that is 4s2 3d7. Okay, so I have to just write down the formula for the orbital, that is the 3d, second one that is 4s, third one that is 4p. Okay, now 3d I am drawing over here, that is the 3d structure, that is the 3d orbital 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is the 4s orbital. Here we are having a 4p. Okay, now let us understand by its free atom. When cobalt it is in having a free atom structure, what will be the configuration? So that it will be the 4s2 3d7. So I have to just fill up the electron from here, that is the 4s2. Then after in the 3d, 1 2 3 4 5, second one that is 6 and 7. Okay, so that is the structure of 4s2 3d7. So now if I am having a structure like excited state, okay, suppose if I am having the structure of this CO in excited state, what will happen? The excited state, all the electrons will be filled up, all the electrons will be paired up. So here we are having total 9 electron. So there is a possibility of 8 electron, or 8 electron should be paired in 4 pair, and 1 electron should be unpaired. But there is an exception in this case. So how this is having exception in this case? So let us understand. Suppose if I am having the structure like this 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, suppose if I am drawing the structure like this 1 2 and 3. Okay, so here in this structure we are having this type of structure, that is 4s2. Suppose if I am drawing the structure, that is a 2 that is a pair of electron. Second one, these electron will travel over here, so it will make a pair over here. Okay, so now this electron will travel over here, so there will be no pairing further. Why there is no pairing further? Because IR spectroscopy suggested that in IR spectroscopy we are having a two type of these isomeric form. First one, that is having a bridge structure. Second one, that is having a non-bridge structure. Okay, so I am telling you that suppose if I am having a 8 ligand, okay, so I just have to have the 8 empty space for the filling up the 8 ligand. So here I am having a 3 ligand, okay, space. So here suppose if I am having a molecule structure, suppose if I am drawing over here molecule structure, so let us copy over here. Again we are having a 3D structure like this, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Here I am having a 4s structure, here I am having a 4p structure. Okay, so here what will happen over here? Okay, so I have corrected this thing 3D, 4s and 4p. And let us copy from the above side, that is the one pair over here, second pair over here, third pair over here. Let us unpair this electron. Okay, so here I am having, suppose this is having a 3 space over here, another 3, that is a 6. Second one, suppose if I am having a bridge structure like this, so I am putting over here CO ligand over here, CO ligand over here, and one should be having a metal bond. Okay, so why this is happening? So let us take one example. Suppose these electrons are not pair, so what will be the possibility? And in second case, in non-bridge structure, we will see that all the electrons are pair. So there are two possibilities for this compound. First one, if suppose there are unpaired electron, the electrons are not pair, so what will be the possibility? And second one, suppose all the electrons are pair, then what will be the structure? So in the first way, we are saying that if suppose there are no pairing of electron, so what will be the possibility of the hybridization? So let us understand from here. So here I am having a 4p. So if I am suppose drawing over here, let's say one ligand over here, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. Okay, second there is a bridge ligand. Okay, so here I am putting over here CO ligand over here, second CO ligand over here, and third one, that is the metal bond. Okay, here we are having a cobalt metal. Okay, see the spelling over here, C capital O small, here C capital and O capital. This is the CO ligand, this is the cobalt metal. So here I am using 2d orbital, 1 s orbital and 3p orbital for the formation of D2sp3. Okay, and the CO ligand over here, CO ligand over here, CO ligand over here. So suppose if I am writing over here, so there will be the D2sp3 hybridization. Now if suppose if I am having a D2sp3 hybridization, what will be the structure? The octahedral shape, or octahedral geometry we can call. So this octahedral geometry, there is a no unpaired electron. Here the pairing should be like this, one electron from here, let's say one electron from here, one electron from the upside, one electron from the downside. Okay, so there will be the pairing of electrons, so there will be the no unpaired electron. That is why I am putting over here, this is the dimagnetic in nature. So here we can say that is the CO2 CO8, there is a dimagnetic in nature. So here I want to tell you that you should not confuse in this structure. Why? Because in IR spectroscopy they are suggesting that we are having a two isomeric form. First one, that is the bridge structure, and second one, that is the non-bridge structure. In bridge structure, all the electrons are not pair. In non-bridge structure, all the electrons are pair. So there is two possibility. So here I am having the here I am putting one possibility, that if suppose all the electrons are not pair, so what will be the hybridization? So there will be the D2sp3 hybridization. Okay, so now let us draw the structure of CO2 CO8. Okay, now let us write here CO2 CO8. So here I am having cobalt, there is one metal metal bond, so I am putting over here CO CO. Okay, so there is metal metal bond. So here we are having a two bridge carbonyl, so that bridge carbonyl should be present at two metal atom, that is center of the two metal atom, that is one over here and second downward side. So upward side and downward side. Here there are two ligand and two metal, so I am having a 6 ligand that is left. So I am putting over here one CO ligand over here, that is C triple bond over here, second one that is C triple bond over here, third one that is C triple bond over here. Okay, third one that is C triple bond over here. Here I am also having C triple bond O, that is C triple bond O over here. Here also I am having a C triple bond O. Okay, so now that is the structure of CO2 CO8. Here CO1 CO2, that is CO2, two ligand from bridge ligand, so there will be two ligand over here, 3 over here, 3 over here, 6 plus 2. So there are total 8 ligand that are present in the CO2 CO8 structure. So how should I justify this structure? So let us count our 18 electron rule. Suppose if I want to calculate this 18 electron rule for this structure, what I have to do? I just have to calculate from here. Suppose if I calculate the 18 electron rule for this structure, let's say CO1 over here and that is CO2. Okay, so I am calculating about the CO1. Suppose 18 electron rule, the CO, here we are having cobalt, that is having Ar, that is 4s2 3d7. So there are total 9 electron are present. So I have to put over here 9 electron for the cobalt. Okay, you have to write down over here the cobalt. Second one, there are 3 carbonyl group. Okay, 3 carbonyl group, or we can say CO ligand. Okay, this CO1 CO ligand will give the 2 electron. So there are 3 CO which will give the 6 electron. So I am putting over here that is a 6 electron from the 3 CO ligand. Okay, now there are 2 bridge carbonyl group. Okay, one carbonyl group will give 2 electron if suppose there are bridge carbonyl over here. So what will happen? 1 electron from this side, 1 electron from this side. So any bridge carbonyl group will give only 1 electron. So there are 2 bridge carbonyl group, so that will give the 2 electron. So here I am writing over here 2 bridge carbonyl. Okay, and third one, that is the metal metal bond. Okay, here I am having 1 electron, here I am also having a 1 electron. So if I am calculating about this CO1, so there will be the 1 electron that should be shared by the metal metal bond. Okay, so now calculate over here, 9 plus 6 15, 15 plus 2 17, 17 plus 1 18. So it is following 8 electron rule. So whatever the structure you are getting, you just have to calculate the 18 electron rule first, then you have to justify your structure. Now this CO2 CO8 structure, it is highly stable by because it is following the 18 electron rule. Okay, so now let us take one more example or one more possibility of CO2 CO8. Okay, so now I am writing over here CO2 CO8. Now let us draw one more possibility for this structure, that is 3d over here, 4s over here, 4p over here. Now suppose if I am drawing over here, that is a 3d orbital 1 2 3 4 and 5, 4s that is 1. Okay, 4p there will be 3 cell 1 2 and 3. So suppose if I am writing over here, that is the free atom for the what we can say CO, what will happen over here? So CO that is having 4s2 3d7, so I am writing over here 4s2, here I am writing 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Okay, next one, suppose if I am writing over here in excited state. Okay, so what will happen in excited state? As we know that all the electrons are pair, that we have already studied in above all the structure that we have studied. So I am writing over here 1 2 3 4 5, here I am 4s, that is the 4p. Okay, so now what I have to do, there are total 9 electrons, so there will be the total 4 pair. Okay, 1 2 3 pair, 4 pair. Okay, so there will be one unpaired electron. So now this is the structure of excited state of the cobalt. Suppose if I am writing over here molecule structure, molecule means what, that is CO2 CO8. Okay, so what I have to do, I just have to copy this structure, the above orbital 1 2 3 4 and 5. So here one pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, and here I am having a fifth electron. So here I am having a orbital like this. Okay, so now what will happen over here, so I just have to correct this thing. So here we can see that there is a total 8 ligand. So there should be a 8 empty space present in a structure. So here I am seeing over here there should be a 8 empty spaces. Okay, so one over here, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth, sixth, 7 and 8. So there are possibility of 8 CO ligand over here, that is a CO over here, CO, CO. Here also I am having a CO ligand, CO ligand, CO ligand and CO ligand. Okay, so there is a possibility of 8 CO, how we can occupy this structure. So here I am having a one unpaired electron over here, second one like this. Okay, so now from the theoretical aspect we have seen that in this structure we are having a metal bond. So there is one metal bond, as we have studied the structure of metal bond calculation in our earlier segment of this lecture. So what will happen over here, the one electron from one metal, let's say suppose CO2 CO8, so there is a CO1 over here, second one CO2 over here, so there will be the pairing of these metal bond. Okay, so now suppose what will be the hybridization of this structure, so there is one d orbital, second one s orbital and 3p orbital. So there will be the structure of dsp3 hybridization. Now this dsp3 hybridization which is having which we can say which is observing one metal bond. Okay, now this dsp3 hybridization, what will be the structure of this dsp3, now let us understand. So here I am putting over here the diamagnetic nature. Why it is diamagnetic in nature? Okay, because there is no unpair of electron, there is no unpair electron. Okay, generally dsp3 hybridization which is having a square pyramidal structure. So now let us understand its structure over here. So in simple way you can write down over here, that is a CO2 CO8. Okay, so now here I am having CO metal over here, CO metal over here. You just have to write down 4 CO from one side and 4 CO from second hand side. So second one, here I am having a third CO and fourth CO over here. Okay, so here I am also writing one CO, that is from here, second CO. Okay, here I am having a third CO group, that is the functional group. Okay, carbonyl ligand we can call, C triple bond over here. So suppose if I want to calculate the 18 electron rule for this structure, what I have to do, so I just have to write down over here 18 electron rule for this. The CO metal will give the 9 electron for the CO metal atom. Okay, second one CO metal atom, second one that is the 4 CO, so that will be the 8 electron for the 4 carbonyl group and 1 should be metal bond. Okay, so there are total 18 electron rule. So it is following the 18 electron rule, that is why we can call this CO2 CO8, that is the highly stable structure. Okay, so now let us revise what is the difference between these two structure. So here I am writing over here, that is a CO2 CO8. Let us quick revise over here. Suppose if I am writing over here, so that is the IR spectroscopy. It generally define that there is two possibility one that is bridge structure, second one that should have a non-bridge structure. In non-bridge structure we are having a dsp3 hybridization, and bridge structure we are having a d2sp3 hybridization. So what will happen over here? So in d2sp3 hybridization, here I am writing 3d, 4s and 4p. Okay, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, 4s 4p. Okay, 4s2 3d7, 1 2 3 4 and 5, fifth, sixth and 7. Okay, so 5 plus 2 7 when we are having a free structure. Okay, in both the cases we are having the similar type of structure. Now what will happen in excited state? So in excited state for the bridge carbonyl structure, what will happen? The electrons are pair, only one pair of electron. So one 4s electron will travel over here, so it will make a pair over here. So there is possibility of two bridge carbonyl. So there will be the two bridge carbonyl over here and one metal bond over here. So there are total 3 unpaired electron present. Now suppose if I am drawing over here molecule, now this is the one part of CO, let's say CO4. Now suppose if I am talking about the CO2, CO8. So what I have to do, I just have to copy this down over here. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. Here we are having 4s, here I am having a 4p. Okay, so what will happen over here? So here I am just copy down the above structure. Okay, so here I am having CO ligand, CO ligand, CO ligand. Here also I am having CO ligand. Okay, so there is one metal bond over here. Here I am having a bridge carbonyl, second one bridge carbonyl. So there is a possibility of D2. Here we are having D2. Here I am having a s orbital. This is a P3, that is a D2sp3 hybridized orbital. So we can say the D2sp3 hybridization. So there is no unparalleled electron. So we can say there is a dimagnetic in nature and octahedral shape. Here what will happen? The above structure is similar, but in the second structure 3D. Okay, here I am having a 4s and second one we are having a 4b. Let us say 3d, 4s and 4p. Whatever the electrons are there, it should be pair over here. So one pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair and one unpaired electron, because there are total 9 electrons. So what I have to do, I just have to copy down this structure 1 2 3 4 and 5. Second one 4s. Here I am having a 4p. What will happen over here? So I just have to copy it down over here. So there is 8 empty spaces present over here, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I have written this thing over here. So there is a pairing of electrons, so there is total 9 electrons, so there will be 4 pair. Okay, so I am writing over here 4 pair and 1 unpaired electron. So in an excited state, that is this type of structure in molecule, we just have to copy down over here. So I am writing this 4 unpaired electron and 4 pair electron, 4 pair of electron and 1 unpaired electron. So here I am putting over here, there is a 8 empty space, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Okay, so there will be CO ligand, CO over here, CO ligand, CO ligand, CO ligand and CO ligand, and there will be one metal bond. Okay, so what is the structure? There will be the dsp3 hybridization. So it should have a square pyramidal structure. There is no unpaired electron. So we can say that this is the what we can say dimagnetic in nature. Okay, so by that way you can compare this structure like this. Okay, so there is a two types of isomerism, or what we can say two types of structure in which CO2 CO2 exit. That is a bridge structure and non-bridge structure. Okay, thank you for watching it.